Armstrong. I remember when you were on Apollo 8. I was covering that for ABC. We also met him, weren't you? You were back up on 8.
And Prime on 11.
Yeah, I did know that you were on 11. Yeah, I think we have a connection now.
For the contact, this is the International Space Station calling.
Ed, we have you loud and clear. How do you hear us?
Got Rob clear. Hear me now pretty well. We're having talks earlier.
Outstanding. Well, we have a great crowd here for you this evening, and we're glad to hear your voice. How's your food supply up there?
Good, so far so good.
I have to tell everybody that since you and I flew together, I recognize just how much you eat, and you do realize we're trying to conserve consumables up there, don't you?
Well, lucky for me that Yuri is a very little eater, so I'm getting that good set.
Mort?
Hey Ed, this is Jim Voss. Just wanted to say hello to you. And there are a lot of people here who want to say hello, Ed.
Wow, sounds great down there. Wish I could be there at the end this year, but I got a good excuse, and I plan to be there again next year.
Well, you're going to be coming home, I understand, in October. That's quite a number of weeks. Got plenty of experiments and things to occupy your time between now and then?
Oh yeah, my year is very, very busy actually, as Jim can attest to. Really very few free moments up here, so it's good. It keeps me out of trouble.
We have a special guest here that I think you weren't aware was going to be tied in on this call tonight. He's sitting right up here on the stage with us at Oshkosh at Theater in the Woods. See if you recognize this voice.
Hello, Ed. Do you read Houston?
Well, it's you guys' voice, but
I guess I fooled you with that Houston business. This is Neil Armstrong. Congratulations.
wow, this is great. Putting up to Ed, of course, to everyone else out there at Oshkosh.
Do you have any message for your friends here at Oshkosh from the International Space Station?
Well, first off, I missed all of that. I'm quite a regular there. This is the first time in 7 years now I missed it. And I would like to say hello everyone at Eaton Town Flight 10 Cafe up in Camp Scholler.
And there's a little bit of an explanation required there. We always camp out with a bunch of folks from Houston. Pete Nagel is the father of one of our astronauts and has a camp in Camp Scholler for many years running now, and that's our collecting place. So it is rightly so saying hello to people who have been here with us for many years.
So you camp here,
We do.
which makes you a true EAA.
We are dyed-in-the-wool hardcore believers.
Yes. And if there was ever an American anywhere in the world who needs no introduction, it is the gentleman who is about to make his way to this podium, our speaker of the evening. There are a couple of footnotes that I would like to add. I told Neil this may be the only time that he has been introduced without using that M word. But there are some footnotes that I'd like to add about his distinguished career as an aviator and as an astronaut. He has flown 200 different types of aircraft over his career, and he holds 13 world records in aviation and space. What you may not know about Neil Armstrong is that he has worked diligently over the past 4 years or so with Tom Poberesny, preparing for this centennial of flight. He is a dedicated EAA member, supporter of and believer in general aviation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Neil Armstrong.
Thank you so much for that. In previous years on this stage, I've talked about my own experiences in flight, but this year we celebrate the centennial of flight, And it is appropriate, I think, to recall tonight the birth of aviation. I know some of you may have been here earlier in the week when some genuine experts on the rights, Tom Crouch and some of the Wright family, Amanda Lane Wright and Stephen Wright, Charlie Taylor, and others were here to talk about their personal knowledge of the family or the history of the technology of the brothers. So I'll try not to step on what they said if you've already heard those people, but I thought I would take a bit of a different tack and just talk about my view of the Wrights and the history and their importance. We recognize, of course, that there was flying before the Wrights. The history of the passenger-carrying balloon goes back as long as the history of this country. And airships, or dirigible balloons as they were called, started flying in the late 19th century. But we celebrate the centennial of man carrying heavier-than-air flight.
We hope you enjoyed our AirVenture 2003 Day 4 highlights package.